Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to be mounting the Osmos Action 4 to the DJI AVATA 2. Check it out. Is it yay or nay? Is it the same camera or a new camera? Anyway, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's see how this baby flies. It does feel a little bit heavy, but the good thing is that it looks like the weight is centered. Alright, come, let's see how this goes on and see how it flies. Hopefully if it can do that, it can do that. Alright, come, let's get started. What I like about this kit when I saw it on Amazon is that one, it's really cheap, it's about $11, and two, you don't have to take out any of the screws. If you put this on, you have to take screws out. So we have, this doesn't require any removal of any screws, prop guards. Now we'll have the camera mount, and then we're going to have a little mount so we can put this guy onto. No, I'm just kidding. So let's get started. Let's see how easy this is to put in, because we won't have to remove any screws, and we'll be able to take this camera, right, that we're recording from, and just put it on here, pop it on. So it'll be a seamless experience going from A to B. See, this, I presume, goes there. Just make sure you know which side this part goes on. I guess it doesn't matter. And I guess that screws in underneath there. It's a really quick installation. Now, they say the camera is the same, so there might not even be a need for this, which is, we'll see. We'll compare the video, but you decide. You'll have to figure out what experience is right for you. But just remember, the settings in this camera and the Osmos Action are customizable too. All right, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that way or that way. I think I like it that way. I think it's more preference because the camera's going to mount on anyway. I have another camera here, so we can see it would mount on like that with its magnetic thingy, which I have in another box, which I actually should get, right? Just give me 1 second and I'll get that. I believe I have another one somewhere, but nowhere to be found. Oh no, I don't. I'll have to take it from another. I thought I did, but it's actually something else. It's just basically another, it's basically another one of these. But that's okay. I can take it from another mount that I have laying around, which is this one. Okay, so we'll just unscrew this. And if you haven't used it in a while, you can't miss it. No sense having it laying around, right? And I would recommend probably using, not sure which one, but you don't have, it's not proprietary where they say, oh, you have to use this one. I might use this one anyway. So let's see, let's take that off, because this bolt always stays on. And as long as it screws in, right? Leave that here in the front to pull this out. See? And I like this one too because it has like a little knob. And you get this turn thingy with that when you buy the magnetic mount. So you don't have to take it on and off again, on and off. It just stays on. And it makes it convenient, and this way you don't have to worry about manhandling your drone. So you can make it tight, right? When you loosen it, you can move it to whatever angle, okay? And this one's pretty self-explanatory because there's only one way to put them on. Look at that, and one way to put them off. So that goes like that. And you probably don't want to tighten them just yet. Interesting, because it looks like it's gonna bring it in some. So that can go there. It's not magnetic, so I'll have to finagle it so that it goes in. And you'll know when it's in. So just seat it in a little bit, right? And then once you have one in, don't tighten it until it's done. So this is nice. This is in there. This isn't going anywhere. I'll just turn that around so that you guys can see. Sometimes this angle cuts off over there. So and I noticed that when I rewatch my videos. Nice. And then you just keep turning it, turning it, turning it. I wonder if this is the same key, same size as the other one. Because if you have a screwdriver set, don't make it too tight. It's not coming off. I might, maybe this one. Nah, too small. It's okay, just stick to the key. No big deal. You just have to just keep turning it. I don't know, I'm not going to be doing any flips with it. I wouldn't recommend that. If you want to do that, just use the camera that's on the Avata. Oh, this isn't going anywhere though. It's pretty, it's solid. I'm just going to make it just one turn tight. You know, it doesn't have to be so tight where you can, because remember, this thing is fragile. You can crack the plastic. So look at that. That was an easy install, right? And then what we can do is mount the camera on. I'll put this, I'm just going to pop this one off. See, that's the beauty of the magnetic mount. See how I just took one off, and then it just goes back on. But you have to wait for it to, it has to click. See, you hear that? You probably didn't see it, but you could hear it, and then you just tilt the camera left and right, and then we go here. So you see right here, join, and then connect from your. You can connect to your camera from your phone. So it says connecting. See that? See, and then voila. So this looks like it's a fair angle. I won't know till we get outside, but I'll do this outside, and then of course, since we're going to be flying our drone. Right, we're going to launch. Hopefully there's no TFRs. Nice. So we'll just do checklist here, here, here. You have your labeling, trust certificate. Oh, you need your trust, and then FAA registration. That's for the new guy. Just get a trust certificate if you plan to fly. You don't need a Part 107. For me, I do, because my YouTube account's monetized, and you need that. Aircraft and, you know, just always check your gear, because sometimes when you crash or when you're flying, things do become loose when they go bump in the night. And, you know, just read it for the first time. If you haven't seen any of it, just read it in a commercial, and then next, and then file flight, and then you probably get another notification here. Click all the traffic lights, and once you read it once, you can memorize it, and then you don't have to read it again. And again, see, this, I hate, so then we close. So now you're like, wait, I just filed the flight. So never trust the process. So then you quit the app, and then you go here, launch it, and as long as it's yellow, right, and then voila, and then just take a screenshot of it. Okay, the camera does wobble a little bit. I mean the drone, not the camera. Alright, so we'll go there. Just go there. Fly around. Yeah, I could see it sort of like a lot of shaky cam happening. Of course, that'll be fixed with the stabilization. Just go that way, go under the car. Should have gone over the wires, but it's fine. Let's go that way. Probably get like a 2-3 minute flight in. I do see shaky in the goggles. That's pretty, you know, we'll loop over the house. Just over the wires this time. And then go down. Whoa, did you see that? Oh, you guys couldn't see that, but I'll definitely throw that in there. How the camera just sort of wobbled. Well, the drone wobbled. Well, it is really a flying camera. Flying pocket. Nice, but it'll self-correct if it does that. Meaning like the rock steady. That's what that's for. But I think DJI upgrade. Oh wow, the neighbor took out all the trees. I think that's why DJI threw this camera on there, because not camera, but the camera that's already on the drone works really well. You know, it's basically, there's really, whoa, the umbrella's open. I don't think there's really a need to put a camera on this drone, if that makes any sense. Good, you know, if you want to, I would probably put a whatchamacallit on here. Go through there again. Oh, there goes the sound of thunder. I would probably put an Insta360. That could work. Naked GoPro. And let's see, we'll go over. See how much time we got before the clouds come in. We got 60 megabytes per second, which is great. The house over there is empty, which is even better, since if the drone falls through there, we could actually go get it. I believe that's it. Oh, we did it. Nice. Really interesting. But check out this camera. Let's see. Bring it in. Right there. Yeah, if it was clearer out, that would be cool, but and there it is. Kind of neat, huh? It's interesting. It's not. Maybe if I was gonna get an Insta360 or some other camera that had different features, but I feel like it's the same camera, but it has the drones flying, because inside the goggles you get to see that, but inside the camera, when the footage is corrected, you see everything fly smoothly. But you see it doing a lot of that, you know, like self-correcting, because, you know, the weight is centered in the middle, and you got this thing over there. I think it was a thing for the Avata 1. I really don't see any difference in the footage, but I could see a difference in the footage if you wanted a dedicated camera, whereas, you know, with the Avata cameras, you know, sometimes things can get glitchy. But with this camera, you could also, you don't need a mic. You can just get the audio as long as you're close by, and do a voiceover on your footage. But it's kind of neat. But again, maybe if I was gonna do a you know, if an indoor flight, a fly through, I'd probably put the camera on just to keep the footage consistent and more reliable. But honestly, the drone is pretty reliable to the extent where I'm taking it off. I think I'm going to leave it off for now. But if I do ever get an Insta360, I would experiment with it like that to see the footage, or maybe a lighter camera, not so heavy. Who knows? You know, according to Moore's law, things will get smaller. So who knows? Maybe the action camera will be micro-sized, or I think they've already done it. They put the naked one on where they strip it. But who knows? Maybe a manufacturer might decide, and it does weigh a lot. It's so much better. What a relief. And you do feel the drones straining. I feel like it would require an Axis 360 upgrade so that the motors don't, you know, feel like it's overkill, because the camera already does what that does. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you in being better able to decide if you want to go this route or that route when it comes to installing a third-party camera on your DJI AVATA 2. Anyway, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.